I talk a lot about using podcasts internally at companies. So using them for internal comms initiatives, learning and development initiatives, a whole bunch of HR initiatives as well. And the list goes on and on, leadership visibility, marketing, what have you. But when I say internal podcasts, they are podcasts that are exclusively released to employees or specific teams or departments. They don't go out to the public. You're not going to find them on the Spotify's and Apple Podcasts and all those platforms. But what's interesting is one of the hesitations that comes up, or even fears that comes up a lot when I'm talking to different people in these groups who maybe haven't used a podcast before and they're not really familiar with the format, is, well, what if I don't have enough content? What if I don't have the time to do a podcast, every week or every other week? And I always say to them, I say, look, don't think you have to do a podcast in perpetuity. That not every podcast has to go on and on and on. And this is kind of the ultimate loophole here. It's a great way to get you comfortable podcasting and even piloting podcasting inside of your organization. And that is to use what I call the limited run series. In other words, when you go into it, look at it and say, okay, we're going to do a limited run series. It's going to be 5 episodes, or it's going to be 10 episodes, whatever it is, whatever you're comfortable with. And I would even say record those episodes up front and have them, and then release them in whatever cadence that you want to release them. It might be every week. It might be every other week. I mean, look, it might be all at once, like a binge, binging a show on Netflix or what have you. But that simple I would say loophole, or that simple fix, or that simple approach of just using a limited run approach, it takes all the pressure off, because you can look at it and say, okay, well, you know what? We're going to focus on storytelling as a skill, or interviewing, helping everybody become better interviewers. And we're going to do a 5-part limited run series. And you can let people know, I mean, that it's going to have a beginning and an end. And everybody appreciates that. They'll get it. I mean, I always say to people, when it comes to podcasts, there's no rules. I mean, this is the Wild West. You could do whatever the hell you want to do. So using the limited run approach is a great way to kind of take all that pressure off and alleviate those fears of thinking, oh my gosh, where am I going to get all this content, and I have to do this every week, and where am I going to find the time, and all those kind of things. You could and get clever about it. Package it in a unique way. Call it a pod class and have 5 episodes. Even let people know. Say, look, this is a pilot, and we're giving it a shot. We're going to do 5 episodes, and if you like it, we're going to do it again. And if you don't, we're going to get rid of it. Even can do it like like any TV show. Just call it a season. Say, look, here's season 1. It's 5 episodes. It's 10 episodes. And then you determine, just like any television executive would at Netflix or NBC or whatever, they would look at a show and go, okay, season 1 wasn't that great. Let's not do a season 2, and they cancel the show. Or if it went well, do another season. So there's different ways that you can do this, but they all kind of ladder up to this idea of the limited run series as a loophole to take the pressure off and get you started podcasting. And that, not just podcasting internally, but this works externally as well, just to help you kind of get going. I always say to people, stop talking about it and start talking. So hopefully that helps.